does.
Welcome to the Battle Between podcast. Sitting here with my good friend BJ Harrison, man. We go way back, and I honestly was thinking about having you in the studio over the weekend since we talked a couple of days ago, and I said, I can't even remember where the hell I met you, man.
Man, I probably at some business event or
Had to
some
be.
networking event
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah, probably. I know we met through Doc. I know that much.
It was a Doc or Withrow, one of those two.
One of the two, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, I started thinking, man, it's been at least 6 or 7 years that we've known each other.
At least,
right?
yeah.
And I know that we've both been following each other's paths and doing all kinds of different things. And, you know, there's something about a genuine friendship to where you can spread apart, run through your own pathways, but then also, like, come back and it's like nothing changed, which is super cool.
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Man, so tell me a little bit about who you are, where you grew up, kind of give me a little bit about you, man.
So I mean, kind of wave top, easy background. I grew up here in North Texas, so I grew up out in a little town called Lone Oak.
Okay.
And we always laughed that up until like, what was it, my senior year, we were a one stop sign town. Or we were stop sign town, and then we became a one stop light town.
Yeah.
And the local cop, who's an awesome, depending on how you knew him, he was an awesome dude. He loved that stoplight coming in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, those old farmers for 100 years, they're used to that stop sign.
They just sit there.
And he's writing tickets all day long.
Fuckers.
But, oh, yeah. I grew up out there, same town my dad grew up in. Went to the middle school I went to was actually his elementary through high school. So you talk small town.
Like everybody knows you.
Everybody knows. Yeah, and I didn't get away with shit. Like,
nope.
I laughed because I didn't get my first speeding ticket till I was like 19 or 20 years old.
Yeah. Because
anytime I got pulled over, whether it was in Lone Oak or Greenville, they would look at my ID and be like, "Oh, you're so-and-so son." God, dog. And they're like,
man,
all right, have a nice day.
Yeah, stop sign town.
Yeah. And then I get home and my dad be like, "So you driving a little too fast?"
Like instantly they call you.
Oh, yeah, they call dad and it's like, "How long am I grounded for?" 2 weeks. All right. Like, I just pretty much knew, like, I got pulled over. The ticket would have been the better part.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Always get grounded.
Yeah.
But that's the way my dad was. But kind of going back a little bit before that, so born down in Austin, my biological father, I don't want to say like abandoned me, but gave me up.
Well, if that's how you feel, then that's what happened.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot more to the story that I've learned over the years. Mm-hmm. So I grew up feeling abandoned.
Yeah.
My dad, the man that raised me, he took up the reins. He adopted me at like two or 3 years old.
Oh, so he got you the prime time.
Yeah. And I mean, that's my dad. Like, he's the man that made me who I am today. But yeah, went through that. About 7 years old, we ended up completely uprooting our entire world.
From Austin?
No, from Greenville, like Greenville, Wolf City area, where we kind of bounced around house to house a lot for a while.
Oh man, been there.
And I never knew the reason and never really asked.
Yeah.
You know, that's dad's business. I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, you know, we all live a life, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, pack everything you own into these couple of boxes because this is all we can take.
Wow.
We're moving to the other side of the world.
World, not the state.
Other side of the world. And like having to get passports, take all kinds of tests.
And you're 6 or 7 at
like
this?
6 or 7 years old.
So you don't know what's going on.
No, my little brother had just been born.
Yeah.
Like, don't know. And then like one day, like dad's gone because he had to go ahead of us to kind of get everything established. We ended up moving to Saudi Arabia.
Dude, what?
In like 93, 94.
That's like Gulf War era.
Oh, yeah. It was right after the Gulf War. There were still buildings that were like demolished out there from that stuff.
What?
And so here I am, like I said, like a 7-year-old kid going from like only ever knowing the U.S.
Yeah.
to living on a compound surrounded by walls, no like real freedom to go and do anything.
Culture shock.
Oh,
dude.
culture shock. Mom couldn't drive.
Yeah.
So unless dad was there, like, you don't leave the compound.
Man.
And, you know, went to an international school, which was nuts because, you know, I'd never been around this many kids in my life.
Well, the dialect alone is difficult to even understand.
Yeah. And you're trying, you know, and luckily in the schools in the compound we lived on, everybody spoke English.
Oh,
like,
okay.
That was
helpful.
That was very helpful. But yeah, if you went out, like, went shopping, went and got McDonald's, like, completely different thing. And it was weird. Like,
man, that's crazy.
At the fucking McDonald's,
yeah,
there was a male side and a family side.
I don't quite think people understand that there's such a massive disconnect.
Oh yeah,
between American ideology and the way we operate and the things that we do, and then you go outside of the United States to any other, let's call it Middle Eastern country.
Yeah.
And dude, it is insanely different.
Oh yeah. And it's, you know, the way, like, and I know, like, my mom hated it.
Oh, I bet.
Because she was treated like not even a second-class citizen. I mean,
they're lower than dirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
like,
just made for babies.
Always had to cover herself up. She hated that. She wasn't allowed to drive. And this is a woman that, like, her first car was a 65 Mustang.
Oh.
Woman loved to drive.
What a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And could not drive. Like,
at all.
And I know, like, that's changed in the last decade or whatever. But when we were there, like, no, you couldn't do any of that stuff.
Man, you'd like to think it changed, but who knows?
Oh, yeah, no. I think the only thing that's changed is women can drive over there now.
How long were you there in Saudi Arabia?
So we were there for 4 years.
That's a long time.
It was. The cool thing is like, we got to go to Dubai. Cool. Now, that was before Dubai was Dubai now.
That's a totally different,
like, we just went to the beach.
Yeah.
Like, that was why you went to Dubai. And because in the UAE, women could drive. So we would, I kid you not, we'd hit the border, pull over, mom and dad would switch so mom could drive. Like,
I don't even know. I don't even think people understand the United Arab Emirates is what we call the UAE.
Yeah,
right?
UAE. Yep.
Most people don't even know that place exists.
No, because they think it's just Dubai.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole lot over there. And, you know, we go do that. We went to, like, the Maldives Islands one year. Like,
stuff you're experiencing all of this in your young adolescence.
Oh yeah, don't even understand what I'm getting to experience. Got to do all that stuff, and I think it was like 2 or 3 years in, my mom went to work because my dad worked for E-Systems or Elf or Raytheon or whatever it was at the time.
That was going to be my next question. So that makes sense.
And so that's why we were over there. My mom had gone to work as a contractor for the U.S. Army, working with a group. I'm not even going to mention the name because I don't know if I can.
Gotcha.
But it was a U.S. Army, like, Saudi Arabian group that she worked for.
Some sort of contracting.
Yeah, some sort of contracting stuff. And then one day, somebody parked a car in front of the building, took the front half of the building off.
Bro.
And luckily, you know, whatever you believe in, whatever luck you want to look at, like, she walked away from it. She got injured.
Thank God.
And what's crazy is, even though she was not enlisted, because she was a Army contractor, she actually holds a Purple Heart, which is crazy. Be kidding me. So it's some rule, like, if it was international and you were a contractor and you got injured, you could be awarded a Purple Heart.
Like a legit Purple Heart.
Like a legit Purple Heart. Yeah,
That's
my mom
insane.
has a legit Purple Heart.
Wow.
She helped get some soldiers out of the building. Unfortunately, a lot of lives were lost. And that was kind of the beginning of what led to, like, 9/11. It was the same group that had done all that stuff.
97, 98?
Yeah, yeah, 97, 98, somewhere in there.
That's right in the middle of the planning phase for when 2001, when we took off and hit Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah.
Towers crashed and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was all leading up. And that, when that happened, our 10-year contract to be over there was cut short.
Oh, so you went there for 10 years on a contract?
We were supposed to be there for 10 years. My dad's contract was 10 years. And I don't know the full story behind it. I know my grandfather was a VP for the company my dad worked for.
Yeah.
He helped facilitate getting us back to the States.
How many people know this about you?
Not a whole lot.
I've known you for a long time. I would have never thought, dude, I lived in Dubai or I lived in Saudi Arabia or whatever.
Like, it's not a lot of people know about it. I know, like, close family and friends that grew up with me.
So that stuff. Your contract's cut short. You guys pack up you moved back to the States. Where do you end up?
So that's when we end up in Lone Oak. And what's funny is we literally came home for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
So Dad could work with my grandpa to buy the property that we moved to. We go back to the kingdom, pack up all our stuff, sell everything we can't bring with us.
Yeah.
Come back to the States and start a brand new life.
The same grandpa that's on your hat right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right
The grandpa that my company's named after.
Yeah.
And start a brand new life. Dad's still working for the same company, doing a lot of stuff. My mom ends up going back to teaching because that was her career before we left. She got into art, and the downside to it, and you know this, you know, being a Marine and being in a lot of that stuff, she like PTSD big time.
Bro.
And that was like, nobody knew what that was.
That term didn't come around until 2005, 2006, I want to say, where it started being relevant, when IEDs started going off and guys coming home and stuff like that. Because when I got out in 2003, there was no PTSD.
No.
It was just, you got a drinking problem or something like that.
Well, I mean, even going back to like World War I and World War II, they call it shell shock.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And that's what, and looking back on it, it was another form of PTSD. And
that's a whole different combination of shit over there.
And she, like, unfortunately, like, she hit the bottle hard.
Yeah, it happens.
She started down a rough path. She already had some other issues.
Yeah.
She's bipolar, had some other stuff going on, and you throw all that in the mix. Like,
I'm trying to find the word for it, because all it does is it enhances the shit that you already have going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I mean, not saying like she wasn't a great mother.
Yeah.
I mean, she did get sometimes physically and emotionally abusive.
Yeah.
And I mean, but she loved us. Like,
Man, I tell you what.
But bad decisions were made. Unfortunately, you know, Mom and Dad did split.
Yeah.
And my brother and I chose to live with my dad because it was a stable environment.
How old were you at that point?
I think I was 15 when it all kind of like came to a head, and Dad moved out. Yeah. And I did live with Mom for a little bit.
Now this is your stepdad.
This adoptive dad.
Yeah.
So I've never considered him a stepdad. Mm-hmm. Just because, like I said, I mean,
but on paper,
I have his last name. Like,
okay.
Because I have his last name.
Gotcha.
So not like, it's not necessarily technically a stepdad, but technically not.
So 15, 16, folks split up. What does that do for you? You go live with Dad?
So no, I stayed living with Mom because, you know, I thought like that's what kids do.
Yeah.
Like they stay living with Mom. And I think at the time, like, Dad moved into a 1-room apartment.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, just chill with your mom. She's still teaching at the school you're going to. It's, you know, you're right down the road from your school.
Logistically, it made sense.
Yeah, it just made sense. Mm-hmm. And then we end up moving from middle of my freshman year of high school. We moved from Lone Oak to Coppell.
Okay.
So you talk about another culture shock. I go from small town, farm town, to freaking one of the largest cities around here. You know, went from a school size of like 400 kids collectively, or like a high school of 400 kids, maybe.
Yeah. And your senior class is like 800.
Oh yeah,
easy.
Like it was insane, and did that for a little bit, and that's kind of when like her stuff really started getting bad.
The baggage started piling up.
Yeah. The guy she was with wasn't helping the situation. You know, he was funding it. You know, she wasn't working.
Yeah.
You know, she's a phenomenal artist. He wasn't letting her paint, and that was one of her outlets. If she could paint,
damn, that sucks.
You know, and do that, she was a lot more stable.
I tell you what, man, I have a creative soul, and I've been music, art, the whole thing since young. And when that creative mindset or that feeling gets taken away from you, it takes a whole piece of you.
It's crushing. Yeah. And that was kind of the point where, like, I realized I didn't fit in at the school I was going to.
Coppell. And
I wanted to go back. Like, the kids I've been in school with since like 4th grade.
You're just a country boy.
Yeah. I wanted to go back. So Dad had bought a house, you know, little small, you know, this place was like 800 square feet. 3-bedroom, and still 800 square foot, 3-bedroom house.
This room and 2 more.
Oh yeah, tiny rooms, and it was nuts. Like what, you know, going back to that, but I was back with my friends, and it crushed my mom. Like, and that's one thing the judge did is, even though my brother was way younger.
How much?
He's 7.5 years younger than me.
Damn, so we're pretty close. My brother's about 6.
About this, yeah. Mm-hmm. But the judge was like, no, little brother goes with big brother. We're not separating them. Yeah. And so he ended up going back, and there was some other stuff. Like, there was some threats and some stuff made. So it justified the judge going, nope, these kids need to be in a safe, stable environment. Yeah. Go live with dad. Finished high school with dad, and I'll be honest with you, I sucked at high school. I sucked at school. Like, I didn't want to be there. Such a blip
on the radar, dude.
Yeah, my junior year, I started working. I went to school half day and got a job, and realized I'm learning more in the 4 or 5 hours a week or a day that I'm at this job with these adults than I'm ever learning at school. I'm learning better life lessons, better math skills, business skills, all that stuff, working in this business. And yeah, high school was it was a second thought. Like, I barely graduated, like, ended up like having to go to summer school to graduate high school, just because that's how little I cared about it.
I'm telling you, in high school, if you think about it from a big picture, it's such a small, like I said, blip on the radar. Yeah. Name one person that you had to get a job with before anywhere in your career that said, "Can I see your high school diploma?"
Oh yeah.
What, McDonald's when you're a teenager? Yeah. You know what I
like,
mean?
Nobody cares. And I've still got some lifelong friends from that, but they all kind of had the same mindset.
What year did you graduate?
05.
Okay, 05. So we're 6 years apart. So I'm pushing 45. You're what, 38?
40.
You're 40. Okay.
So I should have graduated in 04. There was something that happened when we came back from Saudi. There's something with the schooling.
Lap year or something
something like that. So I ended up going back a year. My parents made the decision, whatever. Honestly, it kind of worked out because I didn't get along with the class above me.
Yeah.
It probably would have been a bad idea. I probably would have gotten into a lot more trouble had I been running around with that group. But yeah, did that. Did after high school, like, because I had no plan. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do. I had 2 dreams that I wanted to do. Really? One, and it's so off the wall and crazy. I wanted to go into glass art. So like glass blowing and stuff like that. Like, it's something that's always intrigued me. And I guess that's the artist side of my family. And like, it was
a creative part of you.
It's fire, molten glass. Like, it seemed badass.
Kid's dream, right?
Yeah. Or I wanted to go be a diesel mechanic, because I talked to some diesel mechanics and saw like how much they made. Their job wasn't that hard. And they're like, it's easier to sit next to an engine and work on it.
Yeah.
Versus like laying over an engine bay. So I wanted to go like heavy equipment diesel mechanic.
Yeah, you can get up around it, in it. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to go to Wyotech and do that.
Wyotech, what's that?
It's a Wyoming Technical Institute.
Okay.
Tech school. Yeah, they were like, at the time, they were the biggest diesel mechanic school. Like, and you were almost like, you went there, you were guaranteed like a job with like Mercedes or Peterbilt or
the
Volvo.
People that move things around the world.
Yeah, you were guaranteed a high paying.
And that was in Wyoming?
In Wyoming. So moved to Wyoming, go to school there. And something had happened, and that, like, it was paid for, or something happened, and that went away. Well, randomly one day, we're doing career day, like towards the end of high school. Mm-hmm. Some dude walks in a Navy uniform. Anybody want to go to school for free?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm not an idiot. Free sounds awesome. Boom. Yeah, this guy right here. So I enlist. Yeah. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Did get hurt, got sent home. So that was another dream that was like, you know, hey, you're done. And that was a devastating day. Like, when I got, like, pretty much read my papers saying, hey, you're done, bro. You're going home.
So you enlisted in the Navy.
Enlisted in the Navy.
And what year was this?
So that was 05. So I shipped.
And you got what, MedSept or something like that?
Yeah.
What year was that?
05. So I actually didn't even finish basic.
Really?
Yeah. So I ended up tearing up my knee in basic. Had some other stuff. So.
And that boot camp's in what, Chicago?
North of Chicago. Yeah, I think.
What
Great
time
Lakes.
did you go?
So in August.
So you missed the cold.
I missed the cold. So I got there just as the rain started.
Yeah.
So got to enjoy, Illinois rain, which that sucks because it's cold and nasty. But
how many weeks of boot camp did you make it through?
So what, I come home in like 4 or 5 weeks, so not a lot.
It was quick.
It was quick, yeah. And it sucked because like that was my dream. Like I had signed up for a 6-year contract.
Yeah, that's that Navy shit.
Man. And I was like, and signed up to be a nuke. I was gonna be on a submarine. Got a fat sign-on bonus. And honestly, as a country kid, that's what kind of made me
like money.
Yeah, I saw that $10,000 sign-on bonus. I'm like, hell yeah, bro! Like that's
the Marine Corps don't do that shit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like they're like, yeah, I'm like, and I'm asked, like, is there any option? Like, well, no, you lied on your enlistment paperwork because my recruiter was like, oh, don't disclose anything.
They're such full of shit, all those guys.
And and I'd had some knee issues and some other issues, and they're like, don't disclose anything. Well, of course,
that's because they want to push you through the system.
Oh yeah, and they're throwing darts at a dartboard, hoping 5 of them stick. Like they don't care. And and it caught up to me. Whatever
happens.
And I was like, and they were like, okay, you can go. The only benefit is because I enlisted during a time of war.
Yeah,
I do legally hold a veteran status. Now, I don't get VA benefits. I don't get, there's a couple things I don't get. Like I couldn't cash out my GI Bill.
Yeah.
But I can claim like VA discounts and stuff like that.
Hazelwood Act, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like, and I don't like.
That's good for your kids.
I'm so far, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, and I've got like you and some other buddies that are like, hey, you sign on the dotted line, whatever, you're part of us. It's like, yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah, well, anybody who does signs up and says, I'm going to put my time into someone else's hands.
Yeah.
And, we're such a small percentage, man. And, I don't beat the drum about being a veteran on this show by any stretch of the means, but when you look at the global population and then you look at the American population, dude, it's less than 1%.
Oh, yeah. It's tiny. And, but I was lucky coming back. I landed at DFW. And the next day, I had a job.
Doing what?
I went back to the company I worked for in high school.
There you go.
Like I made a phone call and I was like, hey, this didn't work out.
I'm back.
I need a job. And the owner was like, cool.
And come back. What were you doing there?
So I was working for a little company called Crumpton TV. We were selling cell phones and home entertainment.
So you've been in the tech world as long as I have.
Like in high school, I did direct TV and home entertainment installs and stuff like that. I was fortunate enough to be given the opportunity to essentially run my own store.
Nice.
So went out to Terrell, got my own store, had another guy. Like we ran it together, but it was nice. It was just the two of us. We had fun. Did that for a couple years. I forget what year it was, like 06 or 07. Got married for the first time, had a kid. That unfortunately didn't work out. Awesome kid. So my oldest is 16 now.
Let's say about 16 now.
Yeah, he's awesome kid. He's in the tech world now. Like he does like event setup.
Oh
stuff.
Man, there's a big market for that.
So and he loves that. He's getting into cars now, which is cool.
Expensive.
Yeah, and expensive. He did the airsoft thing for a while, which I thought was super cool.
Yeah, my son and I did that, man. But there's not any good places that aren't an hour and 20 minute drive.
And that was kind of his thing. It's like, because when he wasn't driving, someone's having to drive him, hour, 2 hours each way. And he decided, well, fishing's the better option.
Yeah, you can go anywhere.
Yeah, you're 5 minutes down the road, you got a place to fish. But yeah, got that. I ended up in, what was it, 2015? So after my divorce, a couple years after my divorce, I met an amazing woman.
Let's stop there for a second. Okay. So you got married at what age?
So I got married it was 07. So I'd been like, 21?
Damn, that's young.
Yeah, real young. And I knew her in high school, so that's kind of how we started out.
And then you were married for how long?
So we were married for, right at 6 years, I think.
Yeah, so it's a good stretch.
Yes, it was all right. And, and it didn't work out. Like, it is what it is. No, it doesn't.
Yeah. I got lucky. My wife puts up with me still. I don't know why, but she does.
And, I look at it as a blessing because had that have not happened and the decisions we made, I wouldn't have met my wife, the woman I'm married to now.
Well, I'm sure you took some things from that into the new one.
Oh,
like what? There's no secret sauce for marriage.
There's not. One thing I realized is like, it's not, that whole like happy life or happy wife, happy life thing. I realized real quick, and it may sound contradictory or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's BS. Because a marriage is 50-50.
It has to be.
Because if I'm not happy, that whole mindset, oh, dad's not happy, who cares? Like, and that's where she is too, because she knows, she's like, if I'm not happy, something's wrong. Mm-hmm. Got to fix it. But if she's not happy, I'm there to fix it too.
Yeah.
A lot more patience, a lot more communication. I was working a ton when I was with my first wife, and whether that led to what happened,
probably hard to pinpoint though.
Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, there was a lot, and just realized real quick, it's like, communicating, spending time with my wife, like, and that's one thing that we enjoy, is like, we love to spend time together.
Yeah, like, you just hit 10 years, didn't you?
Just hit 10 years.
Sick, dude. That's cool.
Got a beautiful little girl. She's 9.
She got you wrapped around that pinky. Huh?
Oh gosh,
is it different? Really, having a boy and a girl?
Oh, completely different. Like, boys you can pick on and you can kind of make fun of, and they're boys.
Bust their balls.
Yeah, girls, like, she can handle a little bit.
Yeah,
but there's also a limit. You learn real quick. Like, you can only pick so much, but she's learning too that she can pick back.
That's good.
And so she's not a pushover, and I love that for her.
And how old is she now?
She's 9. So,
man, dude, so you got a 16-year-old and a 9-year-old.
Yeah. So, and what's funny is about the same difference as my brother and I.
That's such a massive gap. It really is, because when I think about you telling me the age difference in your brother and then me and my brother, we're about six and some change apart, something like that. I had already gone off, joined the Corps, on deployment, doing the whole thing. This guy's still like middle school, high school age, right? So when I got out, it was like we were so far apart, and what I had done and experienced and the places I've gone to what he was, we're just now getting to the point in the last couple of years where it feels like we're brothers again. And man, it's amazing, dude. And
see, and that's the, I look back, my brother and I kind of had that same thing. Like, there was a couple years where, like, it I don't want to say fight on sight, but we did not like each other.
Yeah,
like, because you're agree. So different. Mm-hmm. Like, he's a little punk ass kid. I'm an adult. I'm raising a family, and here he is, screwing up, getting kicked out of school. Yeah. Whatever. And
it's just such a different mindset.
It is, and I will say, and I love this kid to death.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, he is like, he's awesome. My daughter loves him. He's the best uncle in the world.
That's cool. Yeah.
She constantly talks about him. He made me an uncle. I've got 2 beautiful nieces.
I don't think I'll ever be an uncle. My brother is like, I don't think I'll be an uncle.
Yeah.
He loves his dog. He loves his freedom. He's a complete. If you put us side by side, you would think, oh yeah, they're brothers. They got a lot of tattoos. They look similar in some aspects. I mean, we look completely different, but we are completely polar opposite people, dude. Like, worlds apart.
Yeah, and that's like kind of the same with us too, because like he ended up joining the Corps, so he's a Marine, married a sailor.
Yep.
And she at this point does outrank him.
Nice.
Which is I think it's funny, but I mean, hey, like he's
still in.
He's still in.
Nice.
His plan is to retire.
Yeah.
And which I think is awesome for him.
How many years has he been in?
So I want to say it's like, I think he's at 12 or 13 years.
Oh shit, he's halfway done.
Yeah. And it's,
especially in peacetime. I mean, that's cake.
Yeah. And, out in San Diego right now, I got to spend a lot of time out in Japan.
Okinawa.
Which he loved. Yeah. And that's where they got together. And I think they went to high school together.
Wow.
What's the worst? She joined.
Yeah.
Then they got together in Japan, and she's awesome. Like, she keeps him on that straight and narrow.
It's that rank structure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he loves it for the most part. You know how it is. Like, you love it one day, you hate it the next day.
That's a part of the whole situation of the Corps or the Navy or the Army. I mean, when you go in, you really don't know what to expect, especially guys like us that went in so young. Man, I went in, quite frankly, running from problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had no dream or desire, and there was no goal for me to be like, I want to be a Marine, rah, rah, rah. It was like, my family is fucked up. My cousin just OD'd and died. My parents split. This shit is the gnarliest, most domestic violence I've ever seen in my life. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. You know what I mean?
That was your Mexico.
Dude, I was gone,
yeah.
bro.
It was
So
a way to get it. Yeah.
I went to sign up when I was 17. I got to be 18. So I waited till I was 18, and I was in boot camp 2 months later, man.
Yeah. You know, and it's and he loves it. I mean, it's made a world of difference for him. I'm super proud of him for it.
That's cool, man. What's he do in the Corps?
So he's, I guess he's Air Wing.
Oh,
he supports Air Wing.
Marine. Okay.
So, and he does, I don't think he necessarily, like, he doesn't actually work on the planes, but he supports.
He's in the Air Wing, though.
Yeah, supports a unit that supports
Flyboys.
that. And, you know, and I get some cool pictures. Like, he sent me one the other day. Like, he got to the base, and there's an A-10 Warthog sitting out in front of his hangar.
Bro.
Like, you know.
That's the
all
sickest fucking plane
kinds
on
of
the
stuff
planet, dude.
like that they get to play with, like F-35s and you know what's the VTOL plane? I can't remember the name of it.
What a cool job!
But yeah, it's like super cool stuff that he gets to do, and they love to camp, so they get time to go out, go camping.
How old are your nephews?
So nieces.
Oh, you have 2 nieces.
So one is, what is she, 3 or 4?
Oh, they're in the thick of it.
And the other one's, I think she's just a year. So it sound like a crappy uncle not knowing the age of my
not
nieces,
at all, man.
but,
You know, it's hard when your family's split, man.
Yeah.
When it's like you do as much. I mean, look at it from a perspective of who we are here.
yeah.
Even local families that live in, I mean, the structured chaos of life, man.
Oh yeah.
It'll take you away and then bring you back. It's flows, ebb
Yeah.
and flow of it, right? My family's spread out. I got family in Florida, New York, Louisiana, Texas. I mean, they're all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
My in-laws, my wife's whole side of the family still lives in Oceanside out there. So, dude, we everywhere,
yeah.
man.
And that's, you know, with us, like, you know, I got brother in San Diego for now.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what their orders do, you know, when they're done with this stint.
Yeah.
Dad's in Colorado. You know, he moved up there 20 years ago for work.
What a cool place, yeah.
You know, stepmom, has he remarried? I don't know where my mom's at.
Do you know where your biological parents are?
So my biological father, he died. Hell, it's been about 20 years. So it was a little bit after I graduated high school.
Damn. So you're about 20 then, if you're hitting 40, right?
Yeah. So it was.
How did that, knowing you didn't have a relationship with him like you did let's call him your stepdad for lack of better terms.
So
what feelings did you have with that?
I mean, definitely
Space.
that feeling of abandonment. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, you know, what kind of person does that? And especially as a dad now.
So in the past, you were upset.
In the past, I was upset. Like and he ended up, you know, before he passed, he made contact with me.
That's good.
Because he had to legally wait till I was 18 to make contact with me.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because there was a bunch of legal shit that went down. So he had to wait till I was 18. He ended up calling. Somehow he found out where I worked. Called the store where I worked at, and you know, it's a store phone.
They're sneaky.
You got to answer that shit, right?
Yeah.
So I answered it, and he's like, "Hey, this is your father." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to call you back."
Yeah, not right now.
Like, and the guy I worked with was like, "What was that?" And I told him, he's like, "You want me to string calls for you for a little bit?" Like,
yeah,
that's some rough shit. Like,
it's a shock.
And it was, and it's like, okay. And we ended up, like, it was hard, and I feel bad at first because, like, I hid it from my dad that I that I had contact with this person. Mm-hmm. Now, little did I know, you know, dads know everything. He knew. Somehow he knew.
Probably just felt it.
Yes, yeah.
Intuition.
And this guy was a private pilot, had his own plane, and I was working out in Terrell, just down the road from the Terrell Municipal Airport.
Yeah. So
he calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be flying into Terrell this weekend for something."
This is your biological dad?
Biological dad.
Oh, snap.
He's like, I'd love to meet you in person after all these years.
What was your first thought?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing this. Now I was curious.
Of course. Who wouldn't be?
You know, and I ended up talking to my dad about it. And I'm like, "Hey, like, what would you do?" He's like, "Go meet him." He's like, "What's the worst that's gonna happen?"
That's wisdom right there.
He's like, "Go meet him."
Yeah.
You know, he's like, "You're going to regret it if you don't. If something happens, you're going to regret it if you don't." I was like, "All right." Went and met him. started kind of building a relationship, and I still kept him at arm's length.
Yeah, I need 3
like,
feet at
yeah,
least.
I was like, you know, I've heard all these stories all my life. You know, I still am not going to just openly welcome you into my life.
You can't, dude. Yeah.
And unfortunately, like, he did end up getting cancer and passing really quick. Like, it was like 3 or 4 months.
Oh, man.
Like, he had
aggressive stage. Huh?
like small cell lung cancer or something. I did go to his funeral, just out of respect.
Yeah.
And I had
some closure.
Yeah, and I had some friends that were like, man, because at first I wasn't.
Yeah.
And a good buddy of mine was like, man, you need to. Like, don't let that be on your conscience for the rest of your life that you didn't.
The what if.
Yeah, he's like, just go. And I did, was able to talk to a lot of people that he worked. He actually owned a cookie factory that
kidding.
supplied cookies for like Sloxy's Deli, H-E-B, and some other companies.
So he made something of himself.
He did. Yeah. And that was something that him and my mom had started when they were together. Found out he built one of his own airplanes, like built it from the ground, like bought a kit and built this airplane.
You may have a little bit of some of him in you because you're so creative.
Yeah.
And you have some ingenuity in what you do.
A little bit.
Yeah,
and you know, and talking to the people that worked for him, found out that, you know, he had made some life changes.
Good.
You know, realized he had fucked up.
Yeah.
He was young, he was stupid.
God, man.
Made some bad decisions, regretted it his entire life. And I was, and looking back, like, I was thankful that the short time that I had. Now, he will never
replace
my dad.
Yeah.
Like, and my dad knows that. And there for a while, like, I had a rough relationship with my dad. And
now you're talking about your stepdad?
My stepdad, yeah.
Okay. Well, for lack of better terms, we'll call him your stepdad so the listeners understand the difference. Yeah.
So, but had a rough relationship with him for a little bit, and that was like due to the ex and some other stuff, and just like I was being stupid.
You're just growing up.
Yeah. I was renting a house from him. He had gotten remarried, and there was just I felt things were happening that weren't happening, but I was also being fed from another side.
That's the worst, dude.
And once that was gone, like, I rebuilt that. And my dad's like, he's one of my best friends. Like, I talk to my dad on the weekly, you know, whether it's just hey, what are you doing? You know, and I'll get those random phone calls from him. Hey, I'm driving home. Just thought I'd call you, see what you're doing. All right, cool. I mean, hey, how's the family? How's whatever?
That's all a dad can hope that.
Yeah, just random stuff. And that's what I love. And unfortunately, I don't get to talk to my brother a lot because our schedules just don't mesh.
Yeah.
And then being in California, you know, by the time he's home, we're getting ready for bed.
Oh, that 2-hour difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Yeah.
But what's nice is when my brother and I do get to talk, both of our wives are going, you going to get off the phone anytime soon?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Because it's like, hey,
a lot of catching up to do.
My headphones are dying, bro. Like, all right, I'll holler at you later. You know, and
that's good. You guys have that relationship.
We do, and it's nice. And you know, I wish they were all here. Like, I wish I could drive down the road to see my dad or see my brother. You know, his life just doesn't work that way all the time.
It changes so fast, but it takes a lot of time to do it. You know what I mean? And then you look up, and it's like you got a 16-year-old, you got a 9-year-old. I mean, my son's 19, running around this house and doing his thing, and in his truck, going wherever he wants to go. And it's like he just went to his first over the road overnight trip with his lady maybe it was a month or so ago.
Yeah.
And as a parent, you're like, I love that.
Yeah.
Because I've always told him, hey, bro, be young, stay at home, go travel, go do you, right? Before you have to hit the real world.
Oh, 100%.
And then in an instant, you go, dude, this fucking guy's 19, almost 20 years old.
Yeah.
And then you look at your own life and you're like, I just had this conversation with my wife. She's like, hey, you good today? I said, yeah, I'm good. It just hit me. I'm like halfway through my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, some mornings you just get up and you go, bro, I'm halfway done. What impact am I making? What impact am I leaving for that son, that wife, and the people around me?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. And, you know, I don't hope to or necessarily think or hope that I'm ever going to leave a legacy, you know, some massive world-changing legacy. I don't want to be forgotten.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope that the legacy that I leave are 2 awesome kids.
That's your legacy, brother.
That know, like, you know, when that time comes and dad's not there.
Yeah.
they can handle business.
I mean, do you feel like you planted the right seeds? We're never going to succeed every day and be perfect. That's a given. But
I mean,
do you feel
to a point, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I know, you know, the stone's not done being polished at this point.
Yeah.
Like there's still some work to be done. I will say one of the things that I do with my son,
yeah,
that my dad did with me, when it comes to working on his car, I'll be there to help. I'm not doing it for you though.
You're mentoring him. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I still remember like my first brake job on my car. My dad's like, all right, go to the store, get the parts you need, and come back and I'll help you do it.
See if you get the right shit.
And went and got what I needed. And my dad's way of helping me was, there's the jack stand, there's the toolkit. Don't let the car fall on you. I'm like, well, aren't you going to show me how to do it? He's like, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what if I get in trouble? He goes, then come ask.
You're so thankful for those lessons, though.
And yeah, it took me half a day to change out the front brakes on a car.
Yeah.
But I know how to change out brakes on a car. And in those one or two times where it's like, man, I hit a snag. Like, this isn't working. Come here, I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Like knowing that, and same with him. It's like, okay, if you get to a point where you're stuck,
yeah,
all you got to do is ask. And he's been doing a lot, and I'm proud of him.
It's amazing what you can figure out when you just put a little effort in, huh?
Now, granted, kids do have it a lot easier when it comes to stuff like that. They've got YouTube.
Oh, the University of YouTube.
Oh, yeah. And it's like, how do you change out a window motor? All right, cool. Here, there's definitely a video for a 2001 Honda CR-V out there to do that. Like,
there's a video for everything.
Oh yeah, 100%. And but I will say, and you talk about like making sure your kids are good to go. One statement that my daughter made the other day, and I don't know, you as dad, I don't know how you feel about this, but this hit me. She looked at me and she goes, I hope when I grow up, I'm just like you.
I mean, what else can a dad expect or want to hear from their kids?
And see, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But on the other side, like knowing what's going on in my brain, like dealing with, whether it's depression or doubt or, drinking and not drinking and stuff like that. I'm like, God, I hope you don't. I hope you get the good side of me.
Yeah. You
don't ever have to deal with the demons and deal with the other side of that. That's what I hope for as a father, is when a kid, like, and she's innocent, she sees most of the good side. She knows dad's not perfect. Like, she knows that.
Yeah.
But I hope that's what she means by it. It's like, I want to grow up to be in the awesomeness that I see in my eyes of you. That's what I want.
Well, you got to remember, first and foremost, when a child says something to you like that, children are pure, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Right? What children become is what they've learned at home, right? So I do a lot of work with youth mentorship. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Young Marines, Toys for Tots. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that's a huge passion of mine. And when a child says something to you like that, don't read so much into it. Don't put the dad verse on it.
Yeah.
Just understand what they're saying is just because what they're seeing and what they're envisioning perfection to be. That's a huge compliment.
Oh yeah.
That's a huge compliment.
And that's all I hope for.
That's all you're getting out of that, because there's nothing more to that from a 9-year-old.
Yeah. And it's, and having her around, and even, my son, like the stuff that I see him get excited about.
Yeah.
Like I bought him a toolkit, like a 70-something piece ratchet set for Christmas.
Nice.
And I remember when I got my first toolkit from my dad for Christmas, how excited I was. And then like seeing the look on his face, and he was like, this is awesome.
And can you even put a number on the number of tools you have now?
Oh, no.
I've been to your shop.
And that's what when I told him, I was like, hey man, you understand, like, this is just the beginning.
Oh man.
Like this is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to tools. Like if, depending on which way you want to run, whether it's, you want to, cause he's got his toolkit for his audio video stuff.
Yeah.
He's, now he's got the car stuff, and it's like, eventually,
I tell you what, man,
like
life can be equated to a toolbox.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your son, he's starting out with a small little 70-piece socket set, right? you go out to your shop or my shop and whatever we do for our businesses, and you start looking at the tools you have. There's some tools I've had for 20 years, dude. You know what I mean? And you go, wow, who was I at 20?
Yeah.
I'm not the same person I am at 44, but I still have that tool. So there was some value in it. And your life can be looked at as a toolbox, because every conversation you have, every experience you have, every up, down, left, right, whatever, you're just putting extra tools, a new socket, a new wrench, a new this, a new that, and it just, over time, you look back and you go, that's why this morning I woke up, I don't know where it came from. I'm like, damn, I'm halfway through this. Man. But I'm so grateful to be where I'm at today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I tell you, man, I've earned a lot of titles. A lot of people have called me a lot of different things. Just for you, I sleep well at night, no matter what you call me.
Yeah, 100%.
100%, right? No title I've ever earned means more to me than husband and father.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't, job titles mean nothing to me. They're cool, whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, walking in the door and hearing, hey, daddy.
Yeah, coming home to where your piece
is
at.
Hey, baby, that,
makes
that
all the
right
bullshit.
there. Like, I could have the absolute worst, want to rip somebody's head off day.
Yeah.
Like, this is absolute bullshit. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Walk in that door and hear that. And it's like,
just like
what was I upset about again?
Just a little moment.
And it's like, yeah, this is what life is about. This is what it's all about. And
then you get to spend some time in your shop, which, for those who don't know, BJ owns an awesome company, Byram's Custom Woodworks. He's wearing the hat right there. And I'll let you guys go check out his YouTube channel and his Facebook and all that stuff, because he does some amazing things. Actually, that table that's sitting right there next to him, he helped me make that.
Yep.
But go check him out. He's a amazing craftsman, dude.
Thank you.
I tell you, when I started thinking, even a couple of days ago, when I said, hey, bro, you want to come in the studio and just sit down and chat? I was like, let me do a little bit of research on what you've done. And I know your epoxy thing is really big. You're doing a lot of that. That skull is sick that you made me. I saw you selling a lot of those. But then you ended up in, taking that craftsmanship and working in a way to kind of being in a podcast and doing some other things with a couple of guys. And, I want to, where was the value in being on a podcast with multiple other people? That's the first question I have from that podcast. And we won't name the names of the podcast and stuff, but where was the value in you sitting in that?
So for me, it was another outlet.
Yeah.
It was another way to reach ears and get out information and
spread the word of your business.
Spread the word about my business and just about the craft and the maker world. And I've always been in that world, you know, growing up with a mom that's an artist, doing all that stuff. Like, being in the maker world is just, it's who I am. I love making. And I don't care what the medium is.
Yeah.
Like, making is phenomenal.
Sense of peace in there for you?
It is.
Yeah.
And, being able to have the opportunity to kind of go back and forth with at the end of the day, four of us, four completely different mindsets, different opinions, to say, well, hey, I like doing it this way. Mm-hmm. Here's why I do this. And then it's, well, no, I do it this way. Why don't you try it that way?
So it's a creative outlet and also an exposure for you.
And we had a lot of those discussions where it was, it wasn't an argument, but it was a debate at the end of the day. Like, why do you think this is this way?
Yeah.
Or why would you do it this way? And it was nice to not just, majority of my world, of my maker world, is working inside the four walls of my shop by myself, doing things the way I want to do it.
Peaceful.
But to get the opinions of others and to be able to talk about that and, somebody that might be new to that world.
Yeah.
To be able to listen to people that have been doing it for a while and go, oh, I don't need to go spend $50,000 on tools to get this started.
Yeah.
Or, oh, this tool that I thought was a great idea, they just told me a new way to do this.
Well, I think there's value in the conversation. Of, I think I might be doing this right, but, I didn't even think about that. It happens to me every day. My son and I were working the other day. He did something. It was we were terminating a bunch of cables or something. And he went, and he did it. And I said, dude, show me that again. And this is coming from a 19-year-old kid who I'm still teaching the industry to. And I go, I've been doing this over 20-something years, dude.
Yeah.
I never thought to do it that way. How quick was that?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's cool.
And I've had that a dozen times. Like, we'll talk about, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm working on this. And it's like, well, hey, if y'all were doing this, how would y'all do this? Well, I'd do it this way. Okay, cool. I'll give that a shot. Like, or, just, it was nice.
It opens up different avenues.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it did come to an end.
How long did you do that podcast for?
So did that for right about a year.
Okay.
So got invited on as a co-host about a year ago. And they decided they wanted to go another direction.
I mean, shit.
It is what it is.
Seasons, right?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I will say it's going to make life a little bit easier for the family. Gives
Open
me some
up
time back. Yeah. And you know this, and people out there listening, like, if you're looking at starting a podcast, go ahead and realize you're sacrificing time. Like, it's not just sitting behind a mic and talking. There's a lot that goes into the back end of a podcast.
You almost have to treat it like a business.
Yeah. Like, I realized really quick, like, I was putting in 8 to 12 hours a week just on that. And I'm the fourth chair of this.
I tell you, man, I started this podcast maybe a year ago. I don't know, maybe less than that, 6-8 months, something like that. And I came out with a bang, man. And people were like, wow, man, you're doing really good. And I like the content and all that stuff. And then I had a conversation with my brother, which we were talking about off camera earlier, that we started digging up some old bones, right?
Yeah.
And this is my first podcast. And, man, it hasn't been 4 or 5 months because the bones that I dug up and the doors and the closets that I opened that I hadn't opened in so many years really put me in a dark place, man. Like, I haven't really said much or told many people, but to the point where it was like, man, there's a lot of open country out here.
Yeah.
I'm going to drive, never come back.
Yeah.
And, I told that to my wife, and she says, would you ever do that? And I said, absolutely not.
Oh, no, yeah.
But, the addict in me, the bullshit that I've went through, there's always the woe in me that I'm pushing down every fucking day. You know what I mean? And what gets me through it, wife, kid, peaceful home, being in control of my own time. But, social media has allowed so much bullshit in this world
100%.
that it's so much of a highlight reel. And you start thinking all these people are doing so great and having such a memorable lifetime.
Yeah.
And then you find out who they really are. 2025 for me was a year that I was not expecting.
Yeah.
Big changes in the business. Wide ass eyes open to people I thought I knew.
Yeah.
My circle was small before. It's even smaller now. You know what I mean? So the mind of a podcast creator never stops because you always have to figure out, what am I going to talk about with this guest?
Yeah.
What I love so much about my podcast is I just want to talk to dudes that are good, real dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's, and that's what it's all about. And, and I feel you on that. Like, 2025 was a rocky year. I thought 2020 and all that other stuff, I thought that was rough.
Oh, that was some bullshit though, COVID.
Oh yeah, that was, but that was a different kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, 2025, like, man, it brought up, like, there's a lot of times like, man, if I'd have known this about you a year ago or 5 years ago, I'd have left you as a stranger.
If you had to put a couple of words to 25, I don't even know if I could answer this question, but how would you describe it?
Clusterfuck kicked out of the back of an airplane without a parachute over a volcano.
That good, huh?
Yeah.
Sick.
Like, no, they were not saying that it was all that way. Like, there was a lot of 2025 that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things I enjoy doing is volunteering to help coach my daughter's volleyball team.
Yeah, yeah.
Like watching them, like, get as far as they did, like, that was a huge highlight of my 2025. Yeah. Like, my son turning 16, that was a huge win.
Big chapter.
And there was a lot of big wins, but there was also a lot where it was like,
what do you think was most challenging for you? Business, family, friends. I'm telling you,
realizing that the friendships and the relationships that I thought I had, they were out of convenience because I was a convenient thing for them. Fuck. And it's like, I'm always, and you know, it is like you look at those people and you know those people in your life, and never going to name names, but it's like I am always there for you when you call.
Yeah,
I will never hesitate to come help you out.
Mm-hmm.
But conveniently, you're always busy when I need help.
I'm telling you, bro. I tried this. I ran this self test on my circle
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of last year, and I said I'm not calling anybody.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna call a fucking person. I want to see how much my fucking phone rings, and that shit went silent, bro. Silent. There's still a couple of buddies that I'll just call randomly. We won't throw names either, but hey, buddy, just call and say what's up. And they're like, man, that's so good to hear from you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it's nice, huh?
yeah.
Like, where the fuck are all your friends when you think they're friends and they're really not? And it's all about what you said is convenience, right? And when you start a business, any small business owner knows this. You instantly get a lot of quote unquote friends, right? They want your sponsorship money. They want your brand to put on their bullshit, blah, 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 whatever. But I tell you what, 2025 for me, man, if I had to sum it up into one word is I see you. That's more than one word, but I see you. That's how I would say it. You know what I mean?
And it's, and what's sad is the person I am, I still know if some of those people called me asking for help, I'd probably still go help them.
That's the Care Bear in you, dude.
And that's like,
you
that's
gotta
how
be careful with that shit.
I know. And because you get taken advantage of in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And it's not always reciprocal. That's the problem.
Yeah. But, you know, but I have, you know, over the years, my circle has gotten so much smaller.
What comes with that though, BJ, is peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because I noticed when I drop my circle numbers, because I'll take a fire team of 4 solid motherfuckers any day of the week over a platoon of people, and I'm just relating this to military because that's who I am, over a platoon of people who just want to be around.
100%, yeah. And I used to be, like, years ago, I was the guy at work, you know, in the day job, that wanted to be friends with everybody. Go out and do stuff after work with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, no.
I was just telling my wife that the other day.
I work with, the only association I have with you is I work with you.
Yeah.
There's one person that works for the same company that I do that, I mean, dude is a ride or die.
Yeah.
We have been friends for a decade and a half.
And that's the ones you want to pour back into.
Yeah. And, you know, we've gone through the shit with this company.
Yeah.
But he's the only one. And I've got people that, like, come in and, like, try to be my friend, and I know I come across as an asshole, and I'm not.
Is it bad to say that the older you get, you're not trying to make new friends?
No. I've got enough.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of feel that way. I feel like when I start, you know, just talking to my wife, we were out running some errands, and I'm like, man, I don't ever foresee myself doing this, you know, networking thing again. She says, well, what about that second business you've been talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I just don't know that I have it in me to go, because I'm not a yes man by any stretch of the means. Ask anybody that knows me, they'll go, yeah, that guy's an asshole, or yeah, I love that guy. He's going to tell you how it is every time.
100%.
I'm the same fucking Jeff Skinner, 24/7, 365. And I know who my people are, and I know who my people aren't. And the town that we run in and the things that we do around these areas, I've found out really quick, you have to keep your guard up, or you just say fuck it and you don't fuck with people.
Yeah. And it's sad.
It's a grumpy old man mentality.
Yeah. And yeah, you know, I just hit 40 last year, and that grumpy old man came out hard.
Man, I think I've had it since 25, but
yeah, and it's just like
it's getting worse.
But yeah, I do. I just, like, the group that I run with, the people that I know I can rely on.
Yeah.
Know they can rely on me. And there's something, like, you and I, like, we don't talk all the time.
No.
Like, we might go a month or two without talking.
Yeah.
But I know if I need something, or if I need to just talk to somebody, I got your number.
All the time.
You know, and I've got friends that are like that. But I also know that, you know, if I need something, they're just a phone call away.
Well,
they're
you want
gonna
those.
help.
Yeah. You want those friends that are like, the text messages come across, I need you.
Yeah.
And the response is when and where.
Yeah.
That's the friends you really want.
Yeah. I've got a good buddy that, you know, we became friends because our wives are friends.
Yeah. Like, those are interesting.
And it's, and originally just the whole thing, it's like,
yeah.
I know you're friends with her, but I don't want to be friends with this person. Like, don't force me to be friends with somebody.
Oh my
and come
God.
to find out, like, no, we have both
Like a lot in common.
have the dark sense of humor.
Yeah.
We're both a couple of idiots half the time. Like,
I think good friends have to bust each other's balls and have that dark sense of humor.
And like several years ago when my daughter got hurt pretty bad, he was the first person to call me.
Really?
Like,
do I know this guy?
I don't think you've ever met him.
Okay.
You might know him because he runs around here and he does heavy equipment rental and stuff like that. You might know him.
Yeah.
And he called me, and like you know what it is as a dad, like your kid gets hurt,
the world stops.
So
That's
the world
stops.
Like, and I went in, it's at that fight or flight, and I went into like absolute protection mode. Like the only care in the world I have is making sure my child is getting the best care as fast and as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
And like get her to the hospital, the nurse, and God, I wish I could meet this woman and give her a hug. She got in my face.
Get out of here.
And she's like, I need two things from you. I'm like, what? She goes, I need you to go wash your face because you're covered in blood, and I need you to go move your truck.
Yeah.
Because it's parked in front of our entrance and we're about to tow it. And I'm like, you can tow the son of a bitch. I don't care. I'm not leaving my kid.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, Dad, for you to be in the best frame of mind to help your child, you need 5 minutes.
There's so many lessons in that, dude.
Yeah. And I'm like,
yeah.
All right, you're the expert here. Like, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Went and washed my face, got the blood off, cleaned up, go out to the truck, start the truck, phone connects to Bluetooth. I swear, like, the second that Bluetooth connected, his name pops up on my phone, on my truck.
Really?
Answer it.
No kidding.
And he's like, what's up, brother? I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, give me a rundown.
Yeah.
Like, tell me what's going on. And, and he knew through his wife because his wife, her business is on the same property where the accident happened.
Gotcha.
And he's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm fine. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm parking my truck. And he's like, hey, I'm out running wrecker right now. I've already called my boss. I'm getting redispatched to Hunt County. Mm-hmm. So I'm literally going to go park down the road from the hospital. Yeah. So if you need anything, I am there. And I'm like, bro, don't worry about it. Don't change your day. He's like, no, I don't care. He's like, I told my boss I'm going here because I've got a friend that's in need. Like, changed his whole day to come out there. And he's like, we've got the shop shut down. We're taking care of this side. Mm-hmm. You take care of her. And I'm like, okay. And he looks at me and he's sitting on the phone. And he goes, are you good? And my brain snapped.
Yeah.
And I broke. And bro let me cry for like 5 minutes.
Well,
because that adrenaline had finally worn off enough.
Slow down a little.
And he finally, like, I remember hearing him go, all right, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Cowboy up, dad up.
Yeah.
Get out of the truck, get back in there with your little girl. You need anything, call me. Mm-hmm. And it was none of that, hey, everything's going to be okay. Like, we're all the BS that you hear from her. It was none of that. It was shut up, man up. You got a job to do now.
Yeah, yeah.
And your job is to be dad.
Well, that dude put you back on track.
And he did. And it's like, and I walked back in there, like, still disheveled. Like, just my brain still, like, not, like, what I'm seeing laying in front of me. Yeah. Like, still trying to compute all this stuff.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
So, she got kicked in the face by a horse.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so at 4 years old, yeah. And luckily, man, and the stars aligned. So it was a malnourished, like, Blue Factory reject horse.
Oh, man.
Wasn't shoed, so no metal shoes. Thank
that would have ripped her
whatever.
face open, yeah.
And she had gone through a fence or through a gate that should have been secured better. Mm-hmm. And because the horse had a baby. Oh. Little kids are curious about little babies.
Yeah.
Mama was doing what mama does. Mm-hmm. Mama was protecting baby.
Bam.
And she got kicked. Whatever God you believe in, whatever
power greater than yourself.
Whatever, yeah. everything that happened in a perfect scenario.
Yeah.
Little bitty kid, so not a lot of mass to move. Got kicked by a very weak horse. She did lose 4 teeth. They were all baby teeth. So cool.
Yeah, she's going to get new ones.
They're going to lose them anyways, right? It split her open from middle of her forehead to her chin.
God dang.
As far as she remembers, never lost consciousness. Now, of course, we did everything wrong.
Yeah, his parents do.
Picked her up, moved her, threw her in the truck. And the reason I was covered in blood is I squeezed her between the steering wheel and me as I was getting in the truck, and she coughed.
Oh, so
and I don't even remember that happening.
Yeah.
And the nurses were concerned because here I am coming in holding her, and I'm covered in blood too. So they think something happened to me, and I'm like, no, I'm good, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was a long 12, 24 hours, in the 12 hours in the hospital. And what really freaked me out, or I guess pissed me off, is there was no urgency.
Man, seems that's a consistent theme in the hospital.
And it was, and I ended up talking to another friend of ours because we were in the process of selling our house, and we were getting some work done on our roof. And another friend of ours, had called me. And as we're talking, they made the comment, like, why does it sound like you're in an ER?
Yeah.
Because they could hear the stuff going on. And I'm like, how do you know that? He's like, well, I've worked in ERs. I'm like, yeah, and I told him what happened. He's like, okay, give me a rundown. Like, tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it's this. I was like, but they're not in any hurry. He goes, that's a good thing. He's like, they already take her back for a CT scan. I was like, yep, they've already done all that stuff.
Yeah. He
goes, and they're not rushing around. I was like, no.
See, that makes sense now.
And he's like,
yeah,
that's a good thing, brother. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, if they were panicking, that means that there's more damage and more problems.
Yeah.
He's like, what's the swelling like? I was like, she's got a freaking golf ball on her forehead. He goes, cool, we're good. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, external swelling's a beautiful thing. If there was no swelling, that's when you start freaking out. He's like, she's gonna be in pain, but she's gonna be fine. And that was that other thing that was like, these nurses are telling me the same thing, but having someone that has literally dealt with this on a level of war.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, probably.
To sit there and tell me it's going to be okay.
Well,
it was my mind just kind of like, I felt that the throttle kicked back a little bit. I'm like, okay.
Well, when you look at what you do, what I do, what other people do in their industries, you kind of come jaded to certain things. You know what I mean? And I'm not by no means am I saying, hey, they did wrong or did whatever, but imagine being in that situation and you see this shit every day. And you go, oh, she's okay, stitches, blah, 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 whatever, out external swelling. That puts it in perspective. Like, I never even thought of it, you know what I mean? Because you come down to a point where your dad brain is going, oh, blood, cut, baby girl hurt, blah, 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 all this other stuff. And then, now you're good. Go move your truck. Go wash your face. Yeah, and we're good. And I guess it goes back to that mindset of slow is fast. If they're rushing, in a situation like that, you can't panic. They're professionals. These people are trained to do a job. Every day they do it, yeah.
And I wasn't thinking that. Like,
it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, and it was awesome, and it did suck. Like, she was in a lot of pain.
How old was she when this happened?
She was 4.
She's
4.
9 now.
She's 9, so she still has some scars from it. She kind of brags about it.
Oh, she's a tough little thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was hard because she looked rough there for a while. Like,
kicked in the face by a horse.
And part of me is like, some of the looks I got from parents.
Oh Jesus!
Like. And it's like, and I did, you have those what ifs, like, or that why wasn't I there to protect her?
You're not going to be able to be there 24/7.
And that's what my dad told me. He's like, you can't.
It's never going to happen.
He's like, if I could go back and stop every broken bone you and your brother had, or busted lip, or anything that caused you to stitch or whatever, he's like, you'd have never had fun in your life.
Just think about all the shit you did that they didn't know about.
Oh, right? Yes. Yeah. The times you come in and dad be like, you're bleeding.
Yeah. I mean, they have this app now called Life 360. Right? We both have it on our phones for our kids. Yeah. Can you imagine if we were kids and Life 360 was tracking our every move? There were sometimes I would get on my bike and ride 20 miles in the opposite direction of home.
I would have been grounded until I graduated high school if Life 360 existed when we were kids. Like,
I bring back some funny stories.
I laugh all the time. I mean, I tell my son that all the time. I was like, there's nothing you can do, nothing you can think of or you can imagine that I didn't do, think of, or imagine. Like,
or create.
And the problem is now I have the technology to know what you're doing 24/7.
Yeah.
So if you think you're going to get away with it, like, I'm sorry, bro. Like,
it's kind of a cuff too, because I try my damnedest to let my son grow up. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, me being a dude that left the house at like basically 17.
Yeah.
And I was gone. There's a big difference in how my mindset works with my son and my wife's, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's mom. She's always going to have the mother bone, right? And,
Yeah.
and what he's doing, where he's going, how far he's driving, blah, blah. Me, I just, every now and then I'll just take a look. Okay, cool. He stopped. He's somewhere, whatever. But I can't imagine having that shit on my parents' phones.
That's the way, and I'm that way with my son. And I tell him all the time, I was like, look, all I need you to know is when the shit hits the fan, I'm a phone call away.
Always.
Like, I don't care. Like, I know you're going to make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're going to party. I know you're going to drink.
Yeah.
Because I did it at 16. Like, we all made mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
All I care, you do not get behind that wheel.
Yeah. Just call your old man.
It's like, call me. And I promise you, if you call me
Yeah.
versus the other, the conversation you and I are going to have is
Totally
going to be
different.
so much easier.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not going to be in trouble. It's like, no, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to make you feel horrible for it. You're going to understand there are consequences to these decisions.
Yeah.
But I would rather get up at 3:00 in the morning to
pick your
drive to
drunk
go
ass up.
pick you up than get a phone call to bail you out of jail or come
or
worse.
Or the worst, you change the whole family's life.
Yeah. And he's
or
like,
yourself.
And he's like, really? I said, now, not that I'm giving you explicit permission to go out and party and do that stuff.
Yeah, don't be a dipshit.
But if you do decide to,
Yeah.
and he's like, that's the last thing on his mind.
I feel the same way with Caden, man. You know, I've told him, I've told him this. I've always been very open with how I speak to my son. I've never baby talked him. None of that bullshit. It does you no good to do that to your children, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Knowing that our sons are at the age where things start showing up at places they're at, would you be more concerned to find out your son was drinking or find out he's smoking weed? Because I have my own opinions on it. Being an addict myself, I have some feedback on this.
Honestly, I think it's the drinking would be a harder conversation.
It would be a much different conversation.
Much different conversation.
Yeah.
Now, I drank in high school.
We all did.
I didn't smoke. Like, I didn't smoke until I was 30. I didn't try it for the first time until I was 30.
Yeah.
And I did it in a controlled environment, with my brother.
Cheetos, some drinks.
Yeah, like, we weren't going anywhere. We were stuck in a cabin in the mountains of Colorado.
Yeah,
like,
that's controlled.
There's nothing can happen, right? But, like, I look back and it's like, yeah, I mean, I can remember, like, getting just absolutely wasted.
Berserk drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, granted, I never drove, like, because that was one of my dad's explicit rules, too. Is like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I know you're going to do it. Do not drive. Now, my dad, though, was also, if I ever catch you smoking weed, like, that was
worse than drinking.
Oh yeah, that was like committing every sin possible combined.
From
smoking
Genesis
weed.
on down.
Oh yeah, but drinking. Hey man, we're gonna have a discussion, but yeah, and I never did it.
Man.
Like, and even all my buddies knew, like, never offer BJ weed because he's never gonna take it.
Really?
Because I was always afraid, and it was also like being on the work program at school. I fell under the athletics stuff.
Yeah.
So I would get random drug tests.
No kidding.
For being on the work program.
Jeez.
And so if I failed that loses my job. That was my play
in high school.
Yeah. And I mean, and like, knowing the bit now, I don't like, if looking, because I've done a lot of research on the science and everything behind it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it if he did it at a young age.
Smoking weed.
Because it can be detrimental to the brain
At that age.
At that age.
For sure.
After a certain age, like, it's a lot safer. It leads to less issues when you're doing that.
It's a lot of frontal lobe development going on.
But it's like, man, if you try it, all I ask, like, do it in a safe environment.
Yeah, just stay put.
And don't do anything more than weed.
Oh, man, I tell you
what.
Like,
stay away from the other stuff. But also, like, if you're at a party and you're not comfortable and you've been drinking and somebody pulls out some weed and you don't want to be there, call me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm not going to give you a hard time. If it's like, hey, Dad, I need to get out of here because they're doing this.
Well, everybody knows you got to smoke first, then drink.
Found that out the hard way. Yeah. Should have known that.
But the reason I bring that up is because, my son's a musician and he's starting to hang with some dudes. And the one in particular that he had his first live gig a few months back. We went up to Oklahoma City. He played his first live gig, and that was pretty cool. And I got up there, and I was like, man, there's a lot of fucking drugs around here. Well, no drinking, maybe a little bit here and there, some beer, whatever. And it got me thinking, like, how much shit I got into when I started drinking heavily versus just being a pothead. Now for the listeners, I've been sober 17 years now. So the shit that's out there would probably kill my ass, right? The weed, the whatever, the gummies, whatever it may be. Yeah. But I tell you, my perspective is I would much rather him say, yeah, man, I've been smoking than drinking, because I stopped drinking after I got a DUI and I blew a .24.
Damn.
3 times the legal limit, dude. And like, I think about that now and it's like, I don't even know how I was functioning. Mind you, I just finished a show, just finished playing music at some fucking shithole dive bar probably. I was on pills, coke, drinking, .24. I don't even remember the entire night.
Damn.
Or the days after, until I woke up in jail and the judge is like, you're going to jail for 3 years. What the fuck? Caden was like 6 months old. I haven't had a drink since. And I'm telling you, whatever you believe in, your higher power, whatever it may be, took it from me, right? Now, I smoked for a week or two after. My nerves and all the shit that was going on. But I look back at my history and I go, dude, I got into way more shit because I was drunk. Yeah. Because my inhibitions were so far gone that line of coke sounded really good, right? Yeah. And that dude smoking meth in the corner, I'll try that too. Oh, what's that pill? Oh, man, you get me high. I'd write a song, paint a picture, have a 6-pack of beer and play some fucking Black Ops when it first came out. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm not condoning it like you are. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's going to happen. I choose the latter. For sure.
Oh yeah. 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like, so I'm just over 3 years sober.
Nice, dude.
And for me, it wasn't like, I didn't need it. It wasn't an everyday, like, I got to have a beer. Yeah. I got to drink. It was when I started.
Don't stop.
There was no such thing as an off switch.
There's no governor.
And over the years, I've had a lot of people tell me, because I don't like beer. Yeah. I've never liked the taste of beer.
It's because it tastes like shit.
Yeah. Just like, in the few beers that I like to drink were, in my opinion, too damn expensive to drink heavily. So it's like, and that was like, I was always budget conscious about my drinking.
Bloated and you're drinking 12 of them.
God. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I drink, liquor,
bourbon, whiskey, gin.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Well, according to a lot of my friends and family, the heavier stuff I drink, the more of an asshole I become.
Absolutely. Dude.
And it's like, and they're like, we don't like you when you're like that. Yeah. And that's always been my thing. It's not that I'm a people pleaser and that I give a damn if anybody likes me. Yeah. Like, people in general, I don't care if you like me. But for my family to go, we don't like you when you're like this. Yeah.
Opens your eyes.
Okay. And then ended up going to the doctor for something else and pulled my liver enzymes. And doc straight up looks at me and she's like, I'm going to be blunt with you on this. Yeah. You got a drinking problem? And I'm like, well, no, not really.
Just hit the bullshit.
I was like, I'll have no, and I wasn't like, cause I would drink once or twice a month. Yeah. Like, it's just like in a social situation, that's when I would really get stupid.
The worst time too.
Yeah. And she's like, well, based on your numbers, like you have the liver of a like 20-year alcoholic.
Damn, bro.
Like she's like, you're talking liver damage. I'm like, oh shit.
This is like 3 years ago?
It was like three and a half years ago.
So you ain't even hit 40 yet, and you already got an 80-year-old man's liver.
And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, what can I do? She goes, well, one, any alcohol that you consume is just doing irreparable damage.
Damn.
Plus, you need to cut some weight. You need to do this. We need to do this. I was like, okay, got those numbers down. And that was kind of the other thing, that deciding factor. It's like, I've got people telling me they don't like me when I drink. Mm-hmm. I got a doc telling me if I continue to drink, I'm probably going to go into liver failure by the time I'm 50.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Like, and a couple other things was like, do I, and I sit there, like I had that soul searching moment. Like, do I need this?
No. And
I was like, I mean, I'm literally just putting a poison into my body.
Yeah.
I don't judge those that drink. I don't care.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
Like, I will go out with friends, and if you want to have a beer, it's fine. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to drink. Like, whatever.
Can you comfortably be around it now?
I can.
Perfect.
Like, I've got a buddy of mine that I hang out with all the time. Like, and he will sit there and like, because he's a very polite person. He's a polite drinker.
Yeah.
He'll get a beer out and he's like, you want one? I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I found that as people started understanding, oh, Skinner doesn't drink, I also found, oh, Skinner doesn't get the invite, which is crazy to me because I've been clean so long now that I can hang with the boys or do whatever, poker nights, everybody can drink, smoke their vapes, whatever. When I'm ready to go, I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
When the jokes stop being funny, but everybody else is laughing, that's when I know it's my time, right?
Yeah.
And I don't say that with like any judgmental, whatever.
Yeah.
I just know who I am, and I know I've had my time, and I'm a homebody now more than people think.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you also get this stigma around you. It's like, oh, they don't drink, so let's not invite them. I mean, it happens all the time. And it's like, bro, we can still come kick it. You know what I mean? It's like, don't look at me because I choose sobriety for me and no one else. Don't look at me like I'm different, but there's a stigma with it, dude. There really is.
And you know what's funny? You know, one of my favorite things to do when my wife and I travel? If we go somewhere where there's like a heavy, like local beer scene, I will purposely go find breweries or distilleries to go take tours.
Yeah.
Because I love the science and the art behind it.
Yeah, that makes
sense.
sense.
I love doing that. And I've had people like, you seriously went on a distillery tour and you don't drink.
Yeah.
You don't have to drink to enjoy the art of it and the science. But like, it is so cool. And like, I went down to Austin last year for a big woodworking convention.
Yep.
The after party was at a local brewery.
That's all conventions are, dude.
Yeah.
After
parties. You know, they gave us drink passes and everything. And I had a couple people like, man, you not drinking? It's like, no, I'm good. And they're like, cool. Like, and it never was a subject.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, hey, I'm going to the bar. You may get you a beer. No, you want to grab me a Diet Coke or a water?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Crazy, dude.
And we all knew, like, everybody was within walking distance to our hotels or our Airbnbs. Like, nobody was driving.
Yeah.
So it was never that, oh, well, you're driving. But it was never, like, nobody, not a single person said why.
I truly believe, man, that, and I've told multiple people, like, when people find out I've been sober so long, they're like, wow, that's a long time. That's the first reaction. You said it yourself, right? But I've also, with the social media stuff that I do and the things that I do, I've had people hit me in the DMs like, hey, man, I'm trying to get clean. Yeah. What did you do? Blah, 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 blah. And I'll put it to you simple. If you don't like where you're standing, move.
Yeah.
And it's as simple as that. Now, is the process simple? Fuck no, man. It's hard to get clean, stay clean. You know what I mean? But you have to do it for you. Like Jeff Skinner stays sober for Jeff Skinner.
Yeah.
Does it reap the benefits for my family who didn't like me when I was drunk? For sure. But if you're asking yourself and you're listening to this podcast, man, I've been thinking about jumping onto the sobriety wagon. How do I do it? You got to first admit to yourself you have a problem, right? 12-step book, blah, 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 the bullshit. But more importantly, you have to want to do it for yourself. Yeah. So with that being said, 3 years is a big deal, dude. Yeah. Do you do any meetings? Do you do any chips? Do anything like that?
I never did anything. So I grew up going to meetings with my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Because my mom's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And she's gotten so many 1- and 2-year chips.
Probably stacks of them.
Not even funny.
Yeah.
And I supported her through it. Like, because to me that was a big thing. Like when she wasn't drinking, and mind you, I remember one day watching this woman open a bottle of Patron.
Oh, that's such a nasty drink too.
Pop the cork, toss the cork in the trash, turn the bottle up and drain the bottle, and not a little bottle.
That's a nasty fucking taste.
And then it's like, all right, I'm going to the grocery store. What the like? And I look at like. Part of me is like, I want to be able to say I have been sober longer than she ever was.
Yeah.
And the other side, like I look at like, no, I don't have a relationship. I don't have any contact with her, but I do see pictures. Like my aunt still has contact with her.
Yeah.
And in her early 60s, like seeing the way she looks.
Oh, that shit beats you up, dude.
Oh, and it's like, I never want to be there.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to say like, and for her, like her drinking, it didn't start until like her 40s.
Oh, so she had lost time to catch up on.
And so like, that's always been my fear is like, if I didn't stop,
yeah,
I might not be able to stop.
I mean, it's a healthy fear.
And it was, and I do like, I have reminders every day.
Yeah.
I still have a very nice collection of liquor, special edition bottles sitting in my kitchen that I see every day.
Some people have it, dude. Like my brother is, he's a one and done kind of guy. He'll have a lager or some, hipster beer that he drinks, and he'll have one, or, his thing is like the, some sort of tea, or I don't know, whatever it is. But me, I was like you, I'm 1 to 100 all day, every day. I don't understand. And I say that because it's okay if you drink. We're not here judging anybody, right? You do you know what I'm saying? Some people like me, they can't do that. Now, do I miss drinking? Absolutely not, dude. With zero. Do I miss smoking some weed from time to time? Without question, dude. Because as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a guy that stays busy doing all these things, your mind always races.
Yeah.
But I have to stop and think, all the things that I'm doing, youth mentorship, Toys for Tots, the things I do in the community, is that really a good look for a guy like me? Nah.
No, and I feel you on that. And it's, and I just, like, I don't.
What keeps you sober now?
My kids.
Yeah.
That's a lot of it. Just knowing what I grew up with.
3 years is a long time, dude. You should be proud as hell of that.
And it's, seeing what I grew up with, like, I don't want them to see that.
They won't have to, as long as you continue to stay sober.
And it's, and my wife, she has a glass of wine every now and then,
Oh my God. My wife does too. And then she's like,
to me, it's like, okay, she works in a high stress environment.
Oh yeah. Vet tech.
She's a vet tech. And you know what, if you need a couple glasses of wine at the end of the day to calm your nerves because you've had to, put down a couple animals today or deal with horrible patients, like, cool. Like,
there's no judgments. Like, my wife she hardly drinks anymore, and I don't think she does it because I don't drink. I think just, we've been together so long that it's just like, we just don't drink. You know what I mean? And it's the funniest shit ever to me, because it'll be the one time where we'll go somewhere and she'll have one or two. And bro, she is worthless the next day. She is so hungover. I feel like I'm dying. Blah, blah. It's so funny, man.
And it's, and I've had those social, those outings and stuff where it's like you're at like a holiday party or a birthday party.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you get those looks like, everybody else is drinking, why aren't you drinking? And a lot of times I'm
telling you, the longer you stay sober, the more you'll see it. Like, damn, these people look at me like I'm the problem.
And I tend to play it off. It's like, I'm designated driver.
Yeah.
Like we went out to Southern Junction a year back, and went up to the bar, and I told him, I was like, hey, I'm not drinking tonight. I just want, just water.
Yeah.
And the bartender was cool. She's like, you don't have to, anything non-alcoholic is on the house for you tonight.
Yeah.
And she's like, since you're designated driver, any soft drink, anything that's non-alcoholic, it is on us tonight. And I'm like, really? She goes, we take care of our DDs here.
I mean, you
I'm
think
like,
the
sweet.
importance of it, I don't understand nowadays. What's crazy to me, and this is coming from a guy who got a gnarly, they call it DUI in California, fucking 3 times over the legal limit.
Damn.
Why would you not pay $40 and hit an Uber on your phone?
In today's world,
come hit me up, dude. I can't drive. Fuck your car. What's the best thing that can happen? Gets towed, you pay $200.
It's a lot cheaper to pay that than
The alternative to that is you kill somebody's kid
Yep.
or grandparent or aunt or uncle, and now you've just changed maybe that entire lineage of family.
Yeah.
What if that was the only child? Someone kills my kid at a drunk driving thing.
Oh,
I might go to jail, bro.
100%.
Be honest with you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's fight on sight.
Because me not being an uncle ever, and I don't really talk to any of my other family.
Yeah.
I'm building the future of this dynasty on this kid's shoulders. You know what I mean?
And see, that is where like I don't have an issue with weed.
Yeah.
Because most of the people I know that smoke, they're never going anywhere.
Yeah, because you just want to.
They're
chill.
on the couch. They're done for the next couple hours.
Yeah.
Like you're not worried about that. And
Especially the shit that's out there now.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
When I was a kid smoking weed, man, it was like a red-eye flight. You get, high in the locker room.
Yeah.
And whatever. You go into school smelling like weed, but
Yeah.
the shit that I hear and see nowadays, it's insane.
I know a guy that does it, and he's like, man, when I smoke, don't ask me to do anything.
Nothing.
He's like, unless it is to get up and walk to the refrigerator to get a taquito or something. He's like, he goes, and he quit drinking.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's probably not the best alternative. He goes, but it's a better alternative for me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm healthier. I'm happier. He's like, I have no desire to go to the bar anymore. He goes, I sit on my
saving
couch,
all kinds of money.
smoke a joint. I'm chill. He's like, it's helped out with a lot of mental stuff.
Just think about that bottle you have sitting on that. You were just talking about it a minute ago. You probably paid a couple $100.
Yeah.
Easy for those kind of bottles.
Then,
right?
like you figure like you go out to a bar and drink.
Dude, my son and I go to shows all the time, and it's like this guy comes up with this fucking like, it's like a circular glass, and it's got this fucking dry ice like all bull.
Yeah.
It looked like he should have been at a chick drink, and I'm like, what the fuck is that thing, man? He says, it's some whatever, $26.
Jeez.
And I'm telling you, dude, it probably had no more than a bottle of water in it. I'm like, he said, yeah, I can probably only afford one more of these. I'm like, $26, you could buy 2 cases of beer or whatever. I mean, the cost to drink in public at bars and stuff.
Oh,
insane.
It's
insane, dude.
Yeah. And that's always been my thing. It's like, I would rather spend my money on tools.
Yeah.
Or like taking my family out to go do something.
Memories.
Like,
yeah.
If I could, like, I don't want to waste money on booze and all this other stuff. Like, and because when I did drink, like, I drank at home primarily.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you still also had that, like, we don't like you, bro.
Yeah. But that was a lot of, and I'm thankful, like, I had that moment. It sucks that I had that moment, but, I'm better for it.
It doesn't suck, man, because what it did is it altered your brain, it altered your path, it altered your vision on how you're being a father and a husband. So it's a good thing, man. I mean, you didn't have to have what I had, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was a grass ninja picking up trash for a year. I was in every court mandated Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. They made me go to AA.
Okay.
Like, it was bad, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was that or 3 years in fucking county jail.
Yeah, I'll take the alternative. Yeah.
Like, I'll pick up trash. Didn't like it one bit, but you're in the right spot where you need to be, I think, and understanding that now. You can't change yesterday. You can only make tomorrow better, right? So 3 years is a hell of a job, dude. Just keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
What does 2026 look like for Byram's Custom Woodwork, BJ Harrison, your family? You guys have any goals, aspirations for 2026? Maybe like a trip to Europe or something?
No trips to Europe right now.
That'd be sweet, huh?
That would be awesome. Honestly, like, so on like the woodworking, on the business side, I'm going to make a push. I set a goal for myself last year to do one long form video a month. So put out one YouTube video a month.
That's reasonable because it takes a lot to do those.
It does. And then, especially working a day job, I only got so much time in the shop. I put more effort into the podcast. And so that took away from freedom. Yeah. And I think I ended up getting 4 videos out last year, 4 or 5.
For your business.
For my business.
Because you were putting time somewhere else. Gotcha.
So this year, luckily I already have some kind of in the back catalog to get out.
Save it all because it's all B-roll stuff.
Yeah, and so I've got some stuff that I haven't put out yet. That's a big push to really build that YouTube side of it. Refocus, because I lost a lot of focus on my personal social media because, again, focusing on the other side. Spend more time with the family.
Yeah.
Go and do more stuff.
Enjoy it, dude. Yeah.
We got volleyball season coming up.
Sounds like you're going to take 2026 to kind of recenter what's important.
It is. It's and normally, like, I'll take January off of social media. Yeah. I will completely, like, I won't even get on the apps.
Yeah.
Like, I'll hide them on my phone, usually in January.
Yeah, when Toys for Tots ends for me, I do the same thing for about a month.
And kind of with coming out of December the way I did, I've decided that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit this year hard.
Yeah, why not?
Because the years I did hit hard, I saw a ton of success. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily just like, followers and, and stuff like that.
Momentum.
I was getting more business.
Yeah.
I want to find something to take off like the skulls again. The skull side is kind of dead. I want to find something else to see if I can get it to take off like that. Like,
man, some of those tables you made are fucking badass, dude.
And what's nice is I've got, I've probably got 3 months worth of work lined up already.
That's amazing.
Like, just, stuff that just random things that have kind of landed in my lap.
Yeah.
Working on some stuff for the family. Like I've got some projects that I want to get to for the house.
That never ends.
Yeah. And stuff that it's not like it's a necessity, but just like, I would really like to have this. Like, I want a better coffee bar setup of all things in my kitchen.
So 2026 for you and the Harrison compound is recentering yourself with your family and understanding where the next step is. And I think that's a great idea, man, because I think my same mindset started at about 42, where I started seeing this massive shift where what's important. Mm-hmm. Where should I be focusing my time? And, Facebook is always good about the memories. It's pretty cool, because 2, 3, 4 years ago, it goes back. And, I'm starting to see that was kind of the mark for me where I was like, I'm done with all the bullshit. And I'm talking people, places, and things that don't bring me peace. Yeah. And I'm talking family, friends, acquaintances. I have zero desire to waste any more time. That's the 40 mark hit me there. So I think you're right where your feet need to be, dude.
And it's, and over this last year, there was a lot of that realization, dealing with the podcast stuff. Cause there were several comments made that's like, from one side of the group, family always comes first. Your family is more important than anything we're doing on social media.
Without question, yeah.
And then, but from another side, who doesn't, person that doesn't have any kids.
Well, they'll never understand it.
They're just like, what's the big deal? Why are you not doing this because you have this? It's like, well, because my kids, my family take press. And that's what's got me going into 2026 where it's like, okay, yes, I want to do all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to travel. Like, I've got some events that I want to go to, there's one in Atlanta coming up. There's another one in Austin this year, possibly one in Vegas. I'd love to go to those events.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the only one that and I've told my wife this, the only one that I am going to, without a doubt, I will, I don't want to leave y'all for a weekend, but I am going to, I'm going to the one in Austin.
Well, that's a quick trip too. 4 hours there and back.
And what's also cool is we've got another big convention. We're going to have our first like DIY maker-centric convention in DFW ever.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's going to be here in November.
Jump on that thing.
So I'm like, and I told her, I was like, it's an hour.
Yeah.
Like, we could go as a family. Cause that's the one thing, like, they don't like going to these events because wife and daughter and kids don't care about going to Austin for a woodworking convention.
Yeah.
Like, my son went down a year ago with me, and he literally went down in the capacity as the cameraman.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
And he told me, he's like, this is kind of boring. He's like, it was cool getting to meet some people, but I was kind of bored. He didn't go with me last year.
They're not into the same things we are. Yeah.
But, this year is going to be family. And family for me has always come first.
But now it's more of a priority.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm they're gracious enough to give me as much time in the shop as I want to focus on my business.
Yeah.
But I also want to try to make it where it's more fun for them to hang out. Like I want to add an addition onto the back side of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And my original plan when I poured the slab and put the roof on, because right now I've just got a lean-to.
Yeah, because you can frame.
It was just going to be lumber storage.
Space.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, now it's like, now I want to take half of it and turn it into like a studio.
Yeah.
Like my office, put a couch in there, stuff like that. And I was like, if I make it nice enough,
mm-hmm.
then the family will want to come out and hang out in the shop with me.
Careful what you ask for.
Like, if they want to come, if they want to come, wife wants to chill on the couch and scroll through TikTok.
Yeah.
And instead of being in the house, be out there with me. Like, I would love that.
You know, I think it's cool, man, because I think behind every strong man is a strong woman.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that cliche. But I think it's damn true, because the things that I get to do, you know, with my Young Marines program or my Toys for Tots. I mean, people don't understand. Toys for Tots for me, as the coordinator, starts in like September. People don't get it, dude. Like the planning and the focus and the logistics and all the places and things and all that stuff. And I'm balls to the wall until Christmas Eve. I literally did my Christmas shopping Christmas Eve, bro.
Damn.
Right? So Christmas doesn't really start for me, and it doesn't really feel like Christmas to me until Toys for Tots is over. But I only get to do all this shit because of my wife.
And
you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. And that, you know, talking about my wife, like, if it wasn't for her, wasn't for meeting her, one, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Of course.
I wouldn't have my business. She pushed me into that, you know, because it was originally just a hobby.
Yeah.
And it started out as a necessity. Like, we needed something for the house.
Just gave you a little nudge, though.
And it was like, and I always was like, hey, are you sure? Are you okay with me go?
Yeah.
Like, if you're bringing in business, if you're doing stuff, like, or it's, you know, and even to this day, like,
if there's a means to the end.
I'll get home and it's like, hey, are you cool with me going and spending a couple hours in the shop after work? Mm-hmm. She's like, why is that a question?
Yeah, I think you're at a point now where she understands
and
your true intentions with it.
And, you know, just having that support and having someone that is, you know, one, doesn't discount my hobbies, doesn't put anything, you know, supports that and knows what I'm doing I love. Mm-hmm. And she was a big help. Like when the stuff went down with the podcast, she was like, and she kind of gave me that realization. She's like, you haven't been happy in months. Yeah. Why are you upset that you're not doing it anymore? Mm-hmm. And it's like, touche. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, I have been kind of unhappy.
It's crazy where clarity comes from, man.
And she's like, and now, like, we get our Sunday nights back. We can, because we used to do like Sunday night movie night.
Well, you can rest and refocus.
Yeah, because, you know, especially like the school year when kids are getting ready to go back to school, like being able to, like,
and you're right in the middle of it, dude. 9 years old.
Yeah, like,
you're right
chill
in the thick.
Before school, like, eat dinner, showers, get ready for bed. It's like, hey, all right, we got an hour before bed. Let's go chill on the couch, or let's go chill in your room. Let's watch an hour-long movie.
At the end of the day, you
just
can
relax,
just do whatever you want
read
now.
A book, and I do, like, I have plans to possibly, like, maybe get back into the podcast world. Yeah. But it's going to be one of those things, like, the perfect opportunity has to come up. It's not going to be.
I don't think it's a. Let me. The perfect opportunity is never going to exist, but it has to make sense with your timing.
And it's because I think the last one, I was already in the planning stages of starting my own.
Yeah, I remember you and I were talking about it.
And then it that opportunity came up, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll take the easy way out.
That was a gap filler.
Yeah. And then realized, okay, I know what goes into this now. And it's one of those things, if the opportunity does arise, I'm like, I didn't take my setup down. I'm still got all my stuff rocking and rolling. So I'm ready. I mean, I can kick over tomorrow and start doing something.
Yeah, focus it on your focus it on Byram's, you know what I mean? Like you're talking about.
But I'm not going to just, excuse me, I'm not just going to rush out and start another podcast. Like, I'm going to focus on the other side of the world, you know,
take some
the
time.
video side, the social media side, the family side. Yeah. You know, what can I do to make life better?
That's where I'm at, dude. Is I have to now start thinking about, okay, let's get back into the grind. Let's get back into the hustle of the business, because, you know, the things that I do take away a lot of time from my family and my business. And some years you can't really tell. Some years you can, you know what I mean? I'm pushing, this is my 8th year, I think, something like that, 2017. So as I progress into doing other things, it's, all you're doing is just like anything in this world is you're trading time for money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Wherever it is. So
yeah.
Me, I don't let anybody fuck with my time.
Yeah.
If you waste my time, sorry, I'm out. I don't even have to give you an explanation.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just done. I cut it off. So, man, I tell you what, dude, I think this was a long time coming.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came and sat
Hell
down,
yeah.
dude. I learned a lot about you today, and I think there's a lot of similarities in our past that we could probably have a little bit more content on, but we'll just leave this one surface level right now, because what you said and some of your family dynamics, man, I have a whole, we could do a whole podcast on some shit. Yeah. So, thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it.
And you guys go check them out. Byram's Custom Woodworks. We'll post all the socials and content and stuff like that. But other than that, man, appreciate you, brother.
Hell yeah.